The Institute for Financial Literacy is a collaboration between MoneySense, the National Financial Education Program, and Singapore Polytechnic Enterprise. As the outreach arm of MoneySense, we conduct free and unbiased financial education programs for the public. MoneySense for your child. The objective of this video is to help you to learn the importance of financial education for your child and to learn age-wise developmentally appropriate money sense for 3 age groups. Why is financial literacy important for your child? If children are not taught good money habits and the reasoning behind them, they are likely to follow the money habits of the adults around them. But when they learn financial literacy at an early age, they become less impressionable to the attitudes of money held by the adults around them. Once children learn proper money management skills, they tend to keep and use them throughout their lives. Why is financial literacy important? Children are subject every day to many messages encouraging them to spend. Many of such items are wants and not needs. Since the formation of habits starts at an early age, it is important to guide our children to choose wisely. So, how can we stop that from happening? One way is to teach and model healthy financial habits. Parents must be wary of how our attitudes are influencing our children. After all, skills are taught, attitudes are caught. For example, we can teach them how to cross the road when the light is green. But if you jaywalk, what do you think your child will pick up? Wait for the green light, or jaywalk like their parents? For preschool children, we will start with the concept of prioritizing needs over wants. First, understand that money is limited and that there are trade-offs involved when spending. Second, learn the difference between needs and wants. The next concept is saving. They will learn the importance of saving, spending wisely, and sharing. What are needs and wants to you? The purpose of this question is to help parents identify the difference between needs and wants. Typical examples of needs are food, shelter, groceries, drinks, and transport. If we were to dig deeper by asking them if needs can also be wants, the answer is yes. For example, the need for food can be a want if the food is more expensive, such as premium cuisine instead of home-cooked food. Thus, modeling, conversations, and reinforcement will be helpful to convey the message by using the suggested activities in the home-based learning toolkit for preschoolers. What does savings mean to you? This question is to address what savings means to children. At an early age, children may not appreciate the importance of savings. So, how can it be introduced? One way is by using their favorite snack or food. For example, a 3-year-old boy was given a portion of biscuits by his parents on the way home from school. They often asked him if he would like to save up some of the biscuits, and if he did, he would be rewarded with his favorite snack after dinner. Initially, he ate all the biscuits, but over time, he told his parents that he wanted to save some biscuits so that he could have his favorite snack after dinner. It is important to use positive reinforcement to encourage your child. For primary school children, you will learn the concepts of delayed gratification, saving before spending, and budgeting. The concept of delayed gratification starts with understanding that declining a small reward today can bring a larger reward tomorrow, and the importance of developing a long-term savings habit. This involves 1. Setting a savings target for your child. 2. Offering a small incentive when they have saved a certain amount. This will be useful in the formation of a savings habit. 3. Matching your child's savings. For example, by topping up a certain amount at the end of the month. This activity on matching your child's savings is intended to illustrate declining a small reward today can bring a larger reward tomorrow. Saving before spending. How do you normally save? Do you follow this formula? Income less expenses equals savings. Or do you follow this? Income less savings equals expenses. If your answer is income less savings equals expenses, you are on the right track, as this means you are saving first before spending. So, how do we teach children the concept of saving, spending, and sharing? By a method called the savings box approach. Talk to your child about the concepts of saving, spending, and sharing. Then, give your child 3 non-fragile, empty, and transparent containers to help them visualize these concepts. Give your child drawing materials to let them create and decorate save, spend, and share labels. Draw a line on the save box to represent a target savings level to be reached in 3 months. This money can be used to buy an item that they want. To understand the concept of budgeting, we will use playtime tokens. Decide on the number of playtime tokens each week to be given to your child and the value of each token. For example, 10 tokens per week, and each is worth 30 minutes of playtime. Your child will learn to budget their spending of tokens on playtime activities that they like. Over the course of the week, your child needs to manage their playtime based on the number of tokens they have left. Playtime tokens are a powerful tool to help your child understand the concept of budgeting. For secondary school children, it is important to be a savvy consumer in today's digital age. To be a smart consumer, you need to understand how to budget using a savings goal activity, the power of compounding interest, and the difference between needs and wants. You also need to understand different payment methods. Learn the advantages and disadvantages of the different modes of payment, the considerations when using credit, to be familiar with good habits when using non-cash methods of payment, and how to avoid being scammed. Savings goal activity. Ask your child to budget using this formula: allowance less savings equals expenses. Frequency of giving your child their allowance can be daily, weekly, or monthly. Ask them to think of an item they want and tell you the cost and how much they are prepared to save each month for the item. Use the MoneySense savings calculator to work out how long it will take to save for the item. Use different scenarios with varying savings amounts and expected interest rates so that they can appreciate the power of compounding interest. Make a date with them to buy that item together to celebrate achieving their goal. Here is an example of how to differentiate between needs and wants. Suppose you gave your son $100 to shop for school essentials. At the shopping mall, he finds himself trying to decide between buying a school bag and an earpiece. He realizes that the school bag is a need and the earpiece is a want, and decides that buying a school bag is more important. Now, he has to choose between a branded school bag for $90 or a non-branded one for $30. What would you choose if you were in his shoes? If he buys the branded one, he will be left with only $10 for other essential school needs. If he buys the non-branded bag, he will have $70 left. He decided to buy the non-branded bag. Understanding payment methods. Paying with cash means using banknotes and coins. The advantage is that it's the most widely accepted method of payment. The disadvantage is that it is not safe to carry large amounts of cash because theft is a possibility. Also, when traveling overseas, you have to buy foreign currency and the exchange rate may not be favorable. An electronic payment is any kind of non-cash payment that does not involve actual cash. Examples of e-payment services include PayNow and e-wallets. The advantages are that transacting is faster and more convenient. Also, electronic transactions are easier to track. The disadvantage is that card details may be stolen. A debit card is issued by the bank. The purchase amount is deducted from your bank account when you pay with it. The advantages are they are convenient to use and can be used for online transactions. It also instills discipline as your spending is limited to what you have in your account. The disadvantages are that card details may be stolen, and you may spend more than you intended to as no physical cash is involved. As a type of e-payment, credit card spending is actually a form of borrowing. The advantages are that cards are easy to carry and widely accepted in many countries. Moreover, they can be used for online transactions. The disadvantages are card details may be stolen and high interest of at least 24% per annum will be charged if full payment is not made by the due date. Also, it encourages a buy first and pay later mentality and buying on impulse. Anyone can be a victim of scams. We all need to be informed and careful to avoid being tricked into giving away money or personal information to scammers. Have a chat with your child on the precautions they should take when shopping online. You can talk about using good anti-malware and antivirus software, using strong passwords, and sharing payment information only with known or reputable vendors. For added security, they can adopt two-factor authentication and use secure payment systems like PayPal where possible, and make sure the checkout page address is secure. Money is limited and there are trade-offs involved when spending. Allocate your money towards savings, spending wisely, and sharing. Declining a small reward today can bring a larger reward tomorrow. It is therefore important to develop a long-term savings habit. Be a savvy consumer in today's digital age and take steps to avoid being scammed. Have fun using these learning and activity kits.